Another thing I want to talk about tonight is something else, which is a misconception of Pep Guardiola's style of play. Now, it's often described by commentators, and not only commentators but pundits alike, as a Tiki Taka style of football. It was only today in the 2-0 win against Newcastle that I heard the style of Pep Guardiola's football when we were playing 3 and 4 touch passing sequences as Tiki Taka football. Now, Pep Guardiola himself has rubbished the talk of his style being Tiki Taka football, with Pep Guardiola saying, "I loathe passing for passing's sake," as they call it, Tiki Taka. It's such rubbish and has no purpose. You have to pass the ball with a clear intention. The aim of making it into the opposition's goal. It's not only about passing for the sake of it. Don't believe what people say. When I was at Barca, we didn't play Tiki Taka football. It's completely made up. Don't believe a word of it. In all team sports, the secret is to overload one side of the pitch, so the opponent must tilt its own defence to cope with your overload. Overload on one side and draw them in, so you leave the other side weak. And that is a style that I completely understand. I completely know exactly what Pep tries to do on a weekly basis. The reason why I'm reading that out is because I wouldn't want to misquote him. Guardiola is always predominantly spoken about as a Tiki Taka style manager by many commentators, which I've mentioned, many pundits. And Guardiola again has rubbished them claims, which I just mentioned a minute ago, by saying that the secret is to overload one side of the pitch in all team sports if you can, and imbalance the opposition and force them to come across, switch the play as quick as you possibly can, and hit them at their weakest point, with the aim to score a goal as quickly and as efficiently as you can by causing them to fall apart, in layman's terms. Now, Eddie Jones has also praised Guardiola for his work in football by studying all sorts of different sports like Aussie rules, rugby union, and bringing them sports and their principles somewhat into football to try and maybe change certain things in the changing room and tactically as well, to make players adapt more to different situations. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, Aussie rules and rugby union aren't professional football, but there's so many things that Guardiola believes he can get from researching and educating himself through other sports that he could maybe tweak and incorporate into his style of football. Now, a lot of people, it's easy to throw it out there, Tiki Taka, Tiki Taka, Tiki Taka. You hear it all the time. They call Pep's style boring, possession for possession's sake, when it's completely opposite to that. Now, the difference between us and Liverpool is that our style is somewhat called tedious and boring, whereas Liverpool's style is a lot quicker, it's a lot more counter-attacking in that way, and it's a lot more direct, whereas our style is a lot more patient, it's a lot more cautious at times, and there is a real strategic plan for every attack on goal. Obviously, there's improvisation in the final third. Guardiola often describing the fact that he likes to get his team to the final third, and then what the team does in the final third is completely up to them, which for me sounds quite fair, to be honest. Now, our style is possession-based, but also I believe it to be built up of mini counters as well. When we win the ball back within that 6 seconds, we counter-attack the opposition as quickly as possible in a mini counter. If we win the ball back 10 yards away from the box, we'll hit them there. If we win it back 25 yards away from the box, we'll hit them there. If we win it back inside the box, we'll hit them there. A series of mini counter-attacks after the regain of possession is the way I see our football at times, when we're building from the back with Ederson and Laporte and Fernandinho and De Bruyne right through the spine of the midfield into Sergio Aguero or Gabriel Jesus, or spread it wide to the wingers. We are often trying to build a more patient style, and always with a plan. Now, obviously, I understand that that can be boring for some people. They might not like that style of football. They might like Liverpool style of football. They might like that style of football. But at the end of the day, why have one style when you can have both? And we are completely and utterly mouldable in that form, so that Guardiola could ask the players not to change the style with regards to possession, but maybe become a bit more direct if he chooses so. Thanks for watching tonight, our 13th man on Twitter. Make sure you follow me if you don't already. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to do the next one.